2018 Master Swan Open number 6, Code X. I am your host, Steelmold. Still
You
like
forgot
the
the map code.
God damn it!
Code X. Redshift.
Yeah, you're right. Let's start it over again. No. Cut the stream off. We will start it over.
Cut production. We're ready.
I need to write this down, otherwise I always mess it up. Anyway, I'm your host, Steelmold, and with me is the one, the only, the imitation innovation, the Meltor May of MMA, the Tasia from Asia, the lean mean kin machine, the immature cure, the not as smart as heart. He's now an adult, but not yet appalled. But we just call him Yakuzaku.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. All right. So we have a wonderful tournament for you here today. Lots of sign-ins, lots of check-ins. We have some wonderful players here, some returning faces. We are setting up to cast Terran Lord versus Droptimus, a bit of a Psyx 6 derby. Let's make sure everyone's ready, and we can go in. Our first map will be Cerulean Fall. That is the map on the bracket, because it was selected in a random fashion using the dice of destiny. Question mark?
Is that what we're gonna call him now?
Yeah. the multifaceted dice of our admin, Light VIP. Shout out to our admin, Light VIP. And Kuro, the 16th Squad Sanseki, who's also our streamer / organizer / production / everything. / film editor / content producer / Krupp, hero of the Wasteland and savior of esports is Krupp. And what was the last one? Kueo? Alright, players are ready, and we can go right in.
Yeah, they've been getting a little bit impatient. Now, Terran Lord, of course, been with us from the very beginning in the first Duckling Open, then got promoted to Masters. Droptimus, fairly newcomer. I think he signed up in the last or second last Master Swan.
Yeah. He's been around the scene for a long time, but he's been hanging around He's been around the CranKy Duckling,
stuff.
Tournament around, watching and cheering and everything. Oh, right, everyone. Welcome to the Master Swan Open number 6, where we find ourselves on Cerulean Fall, LA. LA, of course, in case you did not know, stands for leaning excessively. That's when you have a lot of swagger, and you lean too much. It's excessive. It's cool, but it's like way too much. And you should stop that.
It's excessive.
In the Northeast, our very own dear friend and former co-caster, Duckling Open champion, and something else. I had something else, but I forgot it.
Brother of the brother?
Yeah, before that.
Oh.
Never mind. He's also the brother of the Lord of the Terrans, in case you did not know. Who's also known as Dr. Brother, but is not... you know what? I even forgot the whole thing. It is our Orange Terran Lord.
That does not surprise me.
Oh, I forgot. That's what I forgot. God damn it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
The important through line of this fight.
The entire storyline.
Yeah. And in the Southwest, also from Psionic Aftermath, Terran Lord's own teammate. Give it up for our yellow Terran. It is Droptimus. Otherwise known as Droptimus Prime. But he's not from Prime, he's from Psyx, so he's Droptimus Psyx. Huh?
I believe Droptimus is actually a captain of some sort. As in, a major organization role of some sort.
No. He's definitely one of the managers slash stuff in Sykes. Like I don't know. They have like titles like officer or something. I know Volt was an officer of some sorts as well. Did I just bring up a sore subject by accident?
Potentially. We hope that this may spark an inter-clan incident. We hope not. Alright, we're finally seeing the first deviations from these two 111 builds. Terran Lord opting for the safety Cyclone, Draconis opting for the Hellion.
And they both get a couple of Reapers each. Draconis is waiting for Terran Lord's Reapers to arrive.
Definitely playing a lot more defensively. He's going to use this Hellion to aid and get rid of the Reapers and then just go in with everything he's got, which is not too much, but considering it is the start of the game.
Alright, so Terran Lord keeps his Reapers alive, even though Draconis had got the drop on him there. Problem is, he did not get any scouts on what Draconis is doing. He has zero vision on Draconis' base, and Draconis is out. Going to try and get something done on Terran Lord's side of the base. But Terran Lord has a couple of Cyclones waiting, so that shouldn't be doing too much.
Yep, very good all-around unit for defense. He is about to get the medevac though. Okay, never mind, he does see this. I was going to say, he might load up the Cyclones into the medevac and move out too soon, but he knew that what Draconis is up to.
Ooh, the double Reaper is going to delay the command center for Draconis. That's a real nice pick. Good job on Terran Lords for waiting. There's not much here to defend. There's a Banshee coming out, but it's actually not doing anything.
Now it is.
Okay, Reaper is going to get zero.
Well, he got the...
Other than the...
Yeah, he got the building SCV, but not a... Oh my. I like what Droptimus is doing with the after fuel burners. That's what it's called, right?
That is not something you see every day. High capacity fuel tanks. That makes the boost for the medevac.
High capacity fuel tanks, got it.
It makes the boost for the medevac last a little longer. Ooh, going to delay the third base as well.
Not a cancel though. Not a cancel. Yeah. That is.
Oh, it's gonna get.
I think this might just be it.
It just denied snip. Oh, and the second base actually hasn't been. Draconis hasn't resumed construction on it.
I think this is it for Draconis. The juggling is just too good for Terran Lord right now.
Banshee is going to go in, but there's a Liberator to defend.
Liberator and a ton of Marines.
And there's no cloak for Draconis. I think he cancelled it at some point. Maybe he got confused.
Actually, Droptimus hasn't lost as much as I thought. He's still on 28 versus 29 workers.
In terms of workers, no, but so much tech got delayed here. So much advancement. Oh, and this Cyclone is still alive with some health points.
It still helps deny the building up the natural, What's that on? 11
Might
health.
even get the kill here. Yeah, it's pretty low. It's 100 health now. Oh, nice. Terran Lord proving to be a very agile Terran in comparison.
He's playing against Droptimus, but I think Terran Lord is the true drop master right now.
Good. I like what you did there.
I'm wiggling my eyebrows, but nobody can see it.
We need a wiggling eyebrow sound. Right.
Restarting his stim. Terran Lord actually has not even started his stim, but that's part of the build, though. You're trying to go very greedy early on and try to...
Liberator is about to liberate some civils from Draconis. Nice evacuation. Only gets one. And there's a Raven and a few Marines here to defend. Right.
And
Terran Lord is marching out of the map.
His army is a lot more well-rounded.
Where is his medevac? It does. Oh, he still has the one with the Cyclone.
Yeah.
And it's full of energy because it didn't have anything to heal so far.
Terran Lord's army is a lot more well-rounded.
The Liberator is still alive as well, and is just about to attack from both sides. Yeah, there's a
And the Viking might try to
Viking.
help that out.
But there's no Viking here to help defend against these Vikings.
Oh, that's a very nice
interference.
interference matrix, though.
Yeah, that actually
this...
saves Dropsimus.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yep, this should be it for Dropsimus, but right until the end, man.
Even the Raven survives. Yeah, this attack didn't really do all the damage Terran Lord wanted. It did kill 5 workers. So not too bad.
I guess what we're seeing right now is Droptimus showing Terran Lord we still have a lot to deal with before you reach my rank of Master Jedi.
Point. Terran Lord denied Droptimus's stim, and still Droptimus got stim way earlier than Terran Lord. This is... I mean, Terran Lord got +1 bio weapons, but you know, it's kind of an odd one.
Yeah, he focused a lot on his Marine tank push. He wanted to get out just that many Marines as he could.
I like
try
this...
to do a lot of damage instead of trying to get stim.
I like the spread of Marines by Terran Lord. He's got spotters all over the place. He wants to know when Droptimus moves out. Thing is, Terran Lord... yeah, his economy was pretty much uninterrupted. Only lost 1 SCV this entire game. I think that was for the Banshee.
And now he is... To be fair, I feel like it's not necessarily him taking advantage of that super greedy Cyclone opening, but more of just he's been on top of this production more than Droptimus. Although, Terran Lord also did kill a couple of workers.
I kind of feel like Terran Lord could be in a much better position right now. Should be. Considering like all the little things he gained at the beginning of the game, the little advantages.
Well,
right.
Have to remember that.
A bit of a doom drop by Droptimus. Going to come in.
This is a very good
Vikings.
position for tanks, still.
Snipe some medivacs. Yeah. Whoa, Terran Lord is marching through the choke, and all the Marines died. GG's gold. Oh boy. Droptimus.
Okay.
Bringing it back. Yeah, I think Terran Lord saw like all the gains he had at the beginning of the game and thought, Droptimus is just dead, I'm going to stop over him. And kind of, it didn't quite happen. Like, it didn't cement his advantage. And Droptimus was like, you know what, I still have a chance. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
This is Droptimus pretty much saying, look, I've been in Masters since longer than the first Duckling Open. I know how to defend. And he did. He defended perfectly.
Yeah. All right. So we have Shadow winning 1-0 versus Smelty, who then forfeited apparently. And Shadow goes up against Siegfried. Siegfried, of course, being the defending champion of the Master Swan Open. Having won the previous one last month. You also have Blisk going up against Sheer Flip, who's I think this is a second appearance in the tournament.
Blisk or Sheer Flip?
Did we? Oh, it's lost in fun. Yeah, there we go. I got the map request lost in the chat, but then I found it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's the map is lost and found. That is Terran Lord's choice.
Beautiful.
Oh, apparently.
And then one of the.
Yeah, and you have of course Saxi Pascas, who's just entered the tournament. Went up against Lumia, which is not, not a very warm welcome. To be honest,
that's the warmest welcome you can possibly receive, Steel. That's you're talking about the first
cannon fire is not warm. It's technically very hot, but it's not warm.
Exactly.
All right, it's
warmer than warm.
And We need Yakuzaku in. There we go.
Do we?
Yeah, and Lumia will go up against Sullivan, a fellow Australian.
Selvant, of course,
second
being a Master Swan champion as well as a Duckling Open champion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he got Masters before Lumia, as a matter of fact.
I think. Wait, someone's missing. Did Droptimus? I think Droptimus got a lobby bug.
It's possible.
Hold on.
Okay, there he is.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and Lumia does like to go up against Sullivan. He doesn't.
No.
Constantly complains about his difficulty in challenging him.
I mean, does Lumia like TVP in general, though? Is the question.
I'm not sure. I'm ashamed to say. I watch his channel all the time. I'm subscribed to his channel, in fact. But I don't. This is my ability to analyze people's playstyles.
I think Lumia, from what I gathered from watching his streams, Lumia doesn't really have strong opinions on any matchup.
Mm-hmm.
It just explains.
Just specifically towards Sullivan. Sullivan is pretty good at countering Lumia's favorite playstyles.
It's that Aussie connection. They read each other's minds, and Selvamp's mind reading is a bit stronger.
Yeah, why would you read an Australian's mind? All you read is just, "G'day, mate. Do you have a beer?" That's about all that goes on there. Yay! Topical cultural humor. Anyway, welcome to Lost and Found. LE. LE, of course, stands for loop enrichment. Loop enrichment. That's when you have a loop of string and you want it to be like more of it. So you enrich it. You make more loops, and it's a loop enrichment. That's what it is.
When the loops be ready, brother.
Yeah. And apparently Saxi Pasca was also Australian. So this is like all the Australians in one corner.
God damn it, Light.
Yeah, and Light is also, who made Light the admin, is also.
God damn it.
Yeah, so now you know where to send your pitchforks and torches. Yep, we're frozen. I'm frozen.
Oh, I'm frozen. What?
It's you.
Control Alt F. Should be fine. It was fine last night. Actually, it wasn't fine last night. It was terrible last night.
Are you completely crashed or something? Because
nope.
Yeah, you're up. Okay, you're out. You're out. Ah! Stop spam. What the hell?
That's my test.
Yeah, you just spammed it to everyone like a million times.
Yeah. It was fine last game.
God damn it, Diego.
God damn it, like, God damn it, Dean.
Do we want to restart, or do we just go solo? I can just go solo, and you can do stats. You can look up stats and stuff.
Okay.
No, you can be like the stats analyst.
Master Swan Open.
All right, everyone. In the southwest of Lost and Found, our orange Terran from Psionic Aftermath. Give it up for our very good friend, Terran Lord. And in the northeast, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series, it is our yellow Terran, also from Psionic Aftermath. Give it up for Ducklings, who actually lived up to his name in the last game.
They call him Doom Droptimus.
Oh yeah, Doom Droptimus Prime. DJ Master Doom Droptimus Prime.
So I have confirmation this appears to actually be the first Master Swan that Droptimus is playing in.
Oh.
And he's with Masters for a while, so I don't think he actually played in any Duckling Opens.
Oh, I think I probably saw him in Proxy Tempest ? That's why I recognize him as a player. I mean, he's been around the scene for a while, you know, hanging around here and there. I probably follow him on Twitter, I think. Should. Pretty sure I am.
So he's an admin and a manager for CyX. His name is Daniel. And he is from the US. And he plays Stern.
And he drops on you.
And he drops you.
Alright, so this time no Reapers coming out from Ducklings. He's skipped them for Cyclones, Marines, and Hellion. Okay. This time gets one of the Reapers, so that's gonna make sniping the... Actually, the orbital command is already... second base is already up. I didn't notice that. Ducklings went very quickly for a second base. Bet it on the high ground to avoid the Reaper shenanigans. Yeah, we took so long with the intros that it's actually 4 minutes into the game now, and I have no idea what's going on. But you do see Terran Lord trying the Cyclone drop again. Ducklings is very much out of position. So this could do some damage, and might have some chance to run away. Could definitely get a delay on those NG bays. But there's a Viking and Terran Lord backs away.
Blind counter.
Okay, he nopes out of here, as the cool kids say. But yeah, Terran Lord chasing the economy with a second base of his own, which is much later. Droptimus already has his as an orbital command. He's already mining.
So
he's going to get the Viking.
But
nice. Droptimus loses the Viking, but manages to kill the Medivac.
Invaluable.
So these are not going to be killer Cyclones. And actually, they're going to kill this Hellion, maybe? Question mark? Probably.
So Droptimus, blind counter, Terran Lord?
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. Terran Lord is very much known for doing this build in TBT.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose game one was more of confirmation. Do you have anything else up your sleeve? Oh, you don't? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Terran Lord brings another Liberator. If Droptimus pays attention, should be getting too much get killed here. No, he's not responding. Bam! Okay, one SCV dead. Not too bad. And actually, Terran Lord backs away with the Liberator, even though there's nothing for Droptimus to defend. Oh, he brought the Cyclones into the natural. That's nice. Okay, a couple of tanks going to push Droptimus back. And actually, he lost a lot of health on these Marines. And there are no Medivacs yet for Droptimus. These Cyclones still doing damage in the natural. They might actually snipe this. Nope. If he gets lifted. Yeah, more Walker kills.
Remember, Cyclones do have lock on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
the
they
Walker
don't do a
kills
lot of
probably
damage.
are more valuable.
It does take forever to kill an actual orbital command.
Pretty much.
Okay, snipes a tank. Not bad. These Cyclones actually managed to do a lot of damage considering they did not have the Medivac backup. But that does mean that Terran Lord loses them. Droptimus already getting a third orbital command, ready to set up a third base. Terran Lord again is still quite behind it. I mean, he's ahead in workers now after those worker kills on Droptimus. And again, Droptimus doesn't have a Medivac yet. He's just now started building one, and these Marines are so low on health. One tank shot, and this is done.
This is when you split up all of the Marines, so only one Marine gets hit.
Yes. For the coming of the Terran Lord, but Terran Lord is here. And he's actually going to set up on the third base location and barracks, the barricade, the main ramp. Viking on Viking action, but Droptimus is going to win that fight, and that's a very crucial Viking for Terranor, because he has no high ground vision other than this, and he has to back away right now. That is... Yeah, when you only have one Viking, you don't want to risk that one in like a death match with another Viking and some Marines. Yeah, Droptimus now has a medevac, trying to move out of the map. Yeah, this time... Oh, he already has a medevac dropped in the Terran Lord's base. I completely missed that one. And he's going to snipe Steam. There we go.
You should be surprised. It is Droptimus.
Yeah, the Droptimus is dropping. It's not a Doom Droptim. Doom Droptimus. That's his alter ego that he gets when shit gets real.
When the sun goes down.
Sun goes up and the sun goes down. No one goes without tanks around. Alright. Second medevac. Moving in. Now he's going to double prong drop here. With an SCV. Yeah. Show that
there
refinery.
We go.
SCV. Kill that refinery. Smack it.
Gotta get all hands on deck here.
But everyone does have some defense. Gets the tank there. Or the Cyclone, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, Droptimus gets to set up a third base. Yeah, there's a nice production going on. Terran Lord already has his. Now, Droptimus quite behind on worker count. He's about 21 workers behind.
Yes, but you see, Steel. Mules.
Yeah, the mules are kind of compensating for it, but here's the thing. Terran Lord has 21 more workers and mules.
But you see, Steel.
I do, I see. I'm an observer. I see. You don't. Because your internet is garbage.
Fix your servers, Blizz.
Fix your servers, please. Please.
Blizz, please.
Blizz, please.
We need to region lock this tournament. Only people from Sea and Oceania.
Alright, so Terran Lord skirting the Terran creep range here. That's what I like to call sensor towers. He's going to boost into Droptimus's main base. There are some Marines to defend here already. They're killing Terran Lord's Marine as they drop one by one, and this is going to be cleaned out very easily. Even gets the medivacs as well. But another drop already being set up by Terran Lord. He will not quit. Actually, he will. He dropped them here and wait. Okay, so Terran Lord does see Droptimus coming with his Sporter Marines. And that's a lot of stuff coming up from Droptimus. And he's got these 4 medivacs. We're going to see Doom Droptimus coming up again.
It's about that time.
Yeah, you really can't move into these tanks. You really don't want to do that. Yep, there we go. Oh, but Terran Lord scans it as the medivacs are being filled up. Yeah, actually, not all of them are filled. He's going to attack in the main and
go
in
for
the third location. Yeah, but the drop gets denied. They fly away, and actually Terran Lord jumps ahead on top of Droptimus's reinforcements. He gets a lot of tanks here. Actually, all of Droptimus's tanks. So Droptimus trying to doom drop the third best location, but again, Terran Lord is he's got his forces here. Oh, the medivacs are dead as well. That's yeah, that's gonna be bad. Droptimus is way too far. He's still 20 workers behind. Is 37 army supply to 91. That is. These are not good numbers. I would like to say. No,
I have a feeling that mules might not be able to compensate in this situation, Steel. Let me tell you.
No, they will not.
Maybe if he was 19 workers behind, he could, but 20,
I mean, 21? To be honest, actually, just as you were saying it, for a quick second, Droptimus was actually making more minerals a minute than Terran Lord. But
just for a single second.
Yeah. but he's behind on gas. And he doesn't have the energy forever, you know. Okay, two armies are clashing. Terran Lord jumping on top of Doppelmus's natural base. That's all of Doppelmus's forces are dying here. Terran Lord could still overextend here, running into tanks, but he's definitely going to get the third base.
Terran Lord is definitely patient enough, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
So this looks like this game should be done.
Yeah,
based on what you're describing to me.
Yeah, this is 17 workers die for Doppelmus. There we go. GG and Terran Lord evens up the score to a sideways 1-1.
You know, I was worried for a bit that this was going to be a 2-0 because Terran Lord, of course, been busy the past couple of weeks, couple of months, hasn't been able to play that often. But no, he's shown that he's still a contender.
Mm-hmm. All right, so our next map will be Blue Shift.
How do you feel about that, Steel?
Hashtag not my shift.
Get someone else to do it, man. It's not my shift. My shift is over.
They took my favorite map from the previous map pool and my least favorite map from the previous map pool, and they turned. Alright, let's invite the players. Let's make sure everyone's ready.
Drop this is ready. Terran Lord is ready.
Let's get right in there. Alright.
Sweet.
Do you guys know that mules are worth 3.5 workers, right? Yeah, for a time.
What is that? What is that divided by 20?
Ever.
What is
also,
that divided by 20?
They can't mine gas. Also, they both have mules. They both have mules, and they both use mules. So the advantage is pointless. Thank you very much. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Blue Shift LE. Hashtag not my shift.
Someone else to do it, man. My shift is over.
LE, of course, stands for Lisp Emigration. Lisp Emigration. That's when one person has a lisp and the other one doesn't, and the lisp moves to the other person. Like it emigrates to the... and then the other one has a lisp. Now, in the northeast, from Psionic Aftermath, it is the Orange Terran known as Terran Lord, otherwise known as the Lord of the Terrans, otherwise known as the brother of the Lord of the Terrans, who is also known as Dr. Brother. The other brother, not Lord of the Terrans. Lord of the Terrans is the brother of the Lord of the Terrans. Who's not Dr. Brother.
You officer.
If I'm making myself clear. It is Terran Lord. And in the southwest.
You officer for Psionic Aftermath.
Mm-hmm. And in the southwest, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 series. Also from Psionic Aftermath, Manager Extraordinaire. It is our Yellow Terran. Give it up for Droptimus. Otherwise known as Doom Droptimus Prime. Who sent an SCV into the middle of the map. Very suspiciously, but did not actually do anything with it.
That's going to be a proxy medevac.
I think maybe it was
with afterburners.
Maybe it was sending it to check for proxies. That is possible.
Where is that SCV? Oh, you sent it back home.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the map roughly, and then it went back home.
Yeah, probably checking for proxies. As we all know, Proxy 2-Rax Bunker Rush has an insane win rate. In TBC specifically, but, you know, it's pretty good in the other matchups.
Ooh, Terran Lord might lose his Reaper now. Oh, the second Reaper comes in for the save. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Terran Lord has 2 Reapers, Droptimus has none. Joptimus is getting a Cyclone at home, so by the time these Reapers get here... Oh, there's another Reaper at home. Yeah, this should be getting too much damage
You'll
done.
notice that Droptimus likes to play more defensively with his opponents compared to Terrorlord.
Yeah, after the first game where Terrorlord got some really nice nice catches at the beginning of the game, Droptimus really isn't letting him get those anymore. As we saw in the previous game, where Droptimus's defense was much more solid. Look at that, he's not even using the barracks at the opening, so he doesn't want Terrorlords to scout his add-ons. And he's making sure these Reapers get nothing to see here. So they
Very nice Hellion Cyclone combination.
Yeah, and Terrorlord doesn't see the cloak coming in for the Banshee here. Ooh, that's a
I have a question,
barracks.
I have a question, Seal. Do you think we'll see Terrorlords build out from Droptimus? Once the first Banshee is done, will he make another Banshee? Or will he make a Medivac, load up Cyclones, and go across the map?
I don't know, and looks like you're not going to find out.
Why are we always on US East?
Alright, we're good. Good. Also, you should not don't spam like that. It's not.
That's how I test.
Yeah, but it's once or twice is enough. You don't need. Because then it spams it for everybody, and it spams them all. So it spams it for the players as well.
Ah. That would just be observer.
No, because if it's the pause menu there, then everyone can speak to each other in that menu. All right, Terrorlord going to snipe Steam again. With the
he sounded so bored saying that. Yeah, he's gonna snipe Stem again.
No, it's just I. It was because I forgot what the word Steam. Even though I said it like 50 times today. Alright, Droptimus manages to get quite a few workers here.
Absolutely, there's no detection here.
7 workers.
We scan.
I started to kill Marines as well. Oh, it's going to delay the turret as well. That's an 11 kills Banshee. That is quality.
Okay.
The scan is going to get rid of it, and thing is, Terrorlord not too behind on workers after all of that. Yeah, Droptimus has a bit of a Yakuzaku problem with making SCVs. He's a little slow in that area.
Mules can make up for it, though.
Alright, now there's an answer to your question. Second Banshee.
Absolutely.
Just lay the gases here. Get a couple more kills.
Later access as well. And now there are no scans from Terrorlord right now.
Yeah, he wasted all of his energy on mules, trying to catch up with economy. But now that he has a second base set up, I think it should be good. Unless he gets killed by these 2 Cyclones. Better,
yes, tanks though.
Better siege your tanks, yeah.
Yeah, and the lip. The lip should steer us right now.
Which might get sniped here. Oh, manages to get on the
They might get the lip, but... Okay, they don't get the lip, but more importantly, it tells Terrorlord what's coming for him.
Yeah, and he gets to see job. Droptimus scans it, sees the tanks, and gets the hell out. And Terrorlord saves the Liberator, so it can still do the harassment damage it could do. There we go, it's on the move. And Droptimus goes all the way back home.
It's very easily snipable,
Looks like he's setting up to get a third expansion. It's a bit of a double expand here. Because the second base for Droptimus isn't even remotely saturated. And he's going to go for another one. Oop. Terrorlord comes in, sees the Cyclones. Will he get it? Oh. No, he gets the Marine.
Barely.
That was very close. That Marine died in fire to save the Cyclone and kill the Liberator.
His sacrifice will be remembered.
Terrorlord scouts the double Cyclone drop. And he's actually
significantly later than when
the middle of the map. Droptimus is about to find as well. He might catch... Oh, he's gonna get a full Medivac. Nice. That's 2 Cyclones and a Medivac.
In exchange, though, for
And a really
information.
nice- Yeah. Alright, but still, the tanks are sieged. There's high ground vision. Ah, he loses the Viking again. God damn it. Terran Lord, you're Jewish. You're supposed to know.
I'm sorry about that.
It's the Tuvia song. If I had a
Ah.
Viking, all day long,
Well, he had a
if I had
Viking.
a
Yeah.
Viking now.
Well, yeah.
doesn't
It
have
seems like that's. Yeah, it seems like that song is describing a longing for having a Viking.
Yeah, I know. It's like, so we should know to get the fucking Viking. Don't
Or
save-
maybe he knows that
Keep
he
it.
can't always get a Viking, or
But he got
rather
a
that
Viking.
Vikings are. Yes, but
He
he
knew the
knows
importance
that
of a Viking, but he lost the
are-
Viking. Oy vey.
Look, I'm trying to get him out of your lecture here.
Right. Now, thing is, Droptimus, he does keep up in the army production. Terrorlord is now caught up in worker count.
Hashtag play like Volt.
Yeah, and Droptimus, his third base is starting to get that filled up. But still,
He definitely needs to produce SUVs. So, like, you look at the production tab. Okay, now he's building them.
yeah, they're both
For a while, he was only making Marines.
for being 10 minutes in the game, they're both kind of low in worker count. I mean, Terrorlord has the
Terrorlord
excuse of
had-
having lost 13 of them. Droptimus, not so much. Alright.
He has the excuse that I'm protecting. He has the excuse that I give him the excuse.
Okay, this job was scouted by the Cyclone in the tall grass. Terrorlord suspects that, so kind of veers off. And yeah, he did use the boost already.
Yep, but making use of the terrain
Yeah, wait up,
is able to
wait up, wait up.
not
Come on.
take significant damage.
Wait.
If this hero marine
damn it, what the
takes
fuck?
out this medevac, react, drop the best. Oh, thank you. No, don't react like that. Yes, thank you. No, wait, that's Sharon Lord. God damn it, orange and yellow.
Yeah, the color choices here are questionable. This they have different
I'll
skin.
allow it.
Even
I'll
though
allow it.
this is the thingy skin. I don't remember the name of it.
Where's Marauders?
The new skin for
Oh,
Terrans,
Bojin.
which pretty much looks like the same skin. Like it doesn't look all that different. And
I would say the only obvious ones are the starport units.
starport units and the SCVs kind of look like Marines. To be honest, like big.
Well,
dip-
next to each other, next to each other that you can tell the difference. But yeah,
Even next to each other, they're kind of in a group. They kind of look like Marauders in a group of Marines.
Marauders
there's
are probably
There's an SCV here, and it
Marauders.
looks like a Marauder in a group of SCVs, in a group of Marines. Sorry.
But you know what, Steel? That's mind games. You trick your opponent. You say, "Hey, what are you gonna do now? I've got Marauders,"
Mm-hmm.
and they get too scared, so scared, they don't fight. This is how the mind games work.
Yeah.
But
Right,
then they
they
scan
both-
your base and they see that you have no tech labs.
Both players have been going kind of quiet.
Yeah, they're both trying to find some kind of opportunity. They've been poking around, probing a little bit, seeing
Yeah.
what they can do, but also been denied each.
This is a very YOLO drop. But
Yeah, this is a drop. I feel like this is more of a scouting drop than anything.
yeah, but it is a shame to
I
lose,
guess.
a full medivac with energy.
Yeah,
And,
but let me tell you, Steel, it would not have been worth it to scan that base for scouting because you know why? Mules.
in this case, I suppose you're right because Terran Lord, he's kind
Barely
of chasing
ahead.
the economy. I mean, now he's ahead in workers,
Barely
and
ahead.
he's getting a fourth base a little earlier. But that just triggers Droptimus to come in and try and do some damage because he doesn't want to get behind. Oh, nice drop by Droptimus. I don't think Terran Lord saw this coming, but no, actually, Optimus brings it back. It could have actually done a lot of damage in the natural.
It might have been an all army.
Yeah, that dropping the natural here would have been great. It would have supply blocked Terran Lord, I think.
Yeah, and it would have forced Terran Lord to pick a fight.
That Cyclone in the tall grass finally gets deaded, and
Build it.
Now Terran Lord. Now actually, they both have the same upgrades now.
Yep. I think. How many tanks do each of them have? Actually, it's the same.
Same. Yeah, they're very equitable. Terran Lord has some more Vikings, but Optimus has more Marines, a couple of more Medivacs.
Yep, this fight is going to come down to positioning and micro. Absolutely.
Yeah, and
they're about to clash.
I think the Vikings are going to be a good help here in denying the Medivacs.
Oh, Optimus is moving them in. He is throwing out of it. Terran Lord has also lost a lot of his army. Optimus reducing the surface area of his Marines a very good amount. Manages to take out all of the tanks. That was a good chunk of Terran Lord's army. Now he does have the reinforcements to defend.
Terran Lord's army disappeared.
But momentum is in Optimus' favor.
But they're not sieged, and Optimus is already on top of these tanks.
Alright, they're starting to siege now. However, Optimus, okay, he knows how vulnerable his Marines are. Pushes back. However, that's a lot of tanks to support. Terran Lord is pulling the boys. Actually, no, he was just transferring them over.
The thing is, Optimus has a lot more tanks.
Army.
Oh, he's going to drop the tanks.
These medivacs are so low, however, he knows that there's no Marines though.
But the thing is, Optimus is moving right over there. Oh, that's Terran Lord's natural base. GG's. I think that was a bit of an unnecessary GG. I think Terran Lord still had a chance to kill this army.
Based on what we know, yes. Yeah. But based on what Terran Lord knows, he sees Optimus' army on top of his production. He knows that that's not all of Optimus' army. So if he tried to push in, he would be kind of screwed.
I think also Terran Lord probably assumed. I think Terran Lord assumed Optimus had a fourth base, which he didn't. Terran Lord, they still had the same amount of bases.
If you look at the score summary, Terran Lord is technically ahead.
Yeah, that's
4,000 points.
Almost. Look, if I can recognize that, that means it's pretty much obvious.
I mean, we had the information on our side. Definitely.
Yeah, I know. The Terran Lord was in the dark for a long time, and kind of, I think there was a long period of time where there was no engagement going on. Nothing was going on, and Terran Lord's drops weren't kind of connecting, and then Optimus was like erased his army, and it was like, that's it, GG, has more tanks. But actually, Terran Lord still had a very good chance of coming back from this. That's not you don't have all the information. That's the game.